This is Janjo, and I'm building a deck, yeah! Hey everyone, this is Jesse from the Janjo Zone, and in this video we will be building a Critter format Black Skull Dragon deck. It's one of the more obscure decks in the Critter format, but hey, it's fun to make because it's Black Skull Dragon. So before we get started, if you enjoy weekly retro Yu-Gi-Oh content, then you are in the perfect place. So consider subscribing or sharing this video with someone who you may know who may enjoy this kind of content. And if you want to help support the Janjo Zone, then definitely look in the description for links for my Patreon, for my merch, and TCG player affiliate links. So with that said, let's get started. Want to support Janjo? Get your name in videos or request content for the channel? Then check out my Patreon for exclusive perks, content, and stretch goals. So Critter format is very interesting. Earlier this week, or whenever you're watching this, I have a Critter 101 video, which is like a companion piece to my Critter format history video, where I talk about anything you could possibly know about the Critter format. So when it comes with the Critter format, it's named after Sangan, and in this format, he is at 2. There is some adjustments from the Yu-Gi Kaiba limited list, that being that Witch of the Black Forest and Sangan are both at 2, and the other 2 cards that are of importance in this format is Mirror Force, which is a powerful trap card, which obviously you should know what it is, and the Heavy Storm, which these are all the cards that are limited, semi-limited, whatever, that are really good in pretty much any deck. I mean, they work along with the Power 5 cards, which, like, why wouldn't you be running these? But when it comes to, like, our deck, obviously we're running a Black Skull Dragon deck. We're, of course, running Red Eyes Black Dragon. We don't need to run 3 of any of these, because that's just too much, man. 2 and 2. In theory, you could run a 3-summon Skull if you're running more of like a Soul Exchange-y kind of thing, but no thank you. So Black Skull Dragon, probably won't be able to see me add to the extra deck, but the other thing we're running that's kind of interesting, a lot of builds, including the build that I showed off in my Critter video, did not run Thunder Dragon, but I am running Thunder Dragon and Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon in this, because if you're going to be running Polymerization, which typically in fusion decks, in like older formats, it's like 2, 2, and 2 are the good ratios. We're running 3 polymerizations because we're running 3 Thunder Dragons, which means we can summon our Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which is 2 Thunder Dragons, and it's still a powerful fusion monster. So we still have options to use polymerization in whichever method we need, as well as having Thunder Dragon in case we need to discard cards for any reason, like, for example, Magic Jammer, which we're running 1 of. Magic Jammer, it's good because you can stop cards like Raigeki, Dark Hole. These are probably the 2 main cards you want to get rid of because you want to protect the castle, basically, with your fusion monsters. They're not good in this format for a reason. They're very glass cannon. They're cool to summon. It's just like a fun, low-tier deck, but if we're going to play it, we're going to want to run cards that can help protect it, and nothing helps protecting better than Solemn Judgment. Yeah, you kind of want to run a very aggro deck with this by stopping anything that could possibly stop you while you get your pieces. And while you're getting your pieces, I think Muka Muka is a good choice to have too, because you are more likely going to have dead cards in your hand and might as well help benefit off of those with Muka Muka. Then we're running Magician of Faith, actually running 3 of these because you can get a lot of good cards back, like Polymerization, any of your power cards. It's pretty busted. Next we're running 2 Swords of Revealing Light, so you can see the face down monsters, so you're not worried about attacking into a Man-Eater Bug if your opponent's playing that, or a Wall of Illusion. So it's good to have that. You're more willing to attack with a monster, like one of your fusion monsters, and it gives you turns to stall to help get your pieces. That helps too. When it comes to other monsters, we're only running 3 more. That's Login. We're going to have 3 at least strong monsters, just so we have something to attack with that is of high attack. You could go super duper aggro with like Jirai Gumo, but I think Login is the way to go with this specific build. One other trap we're playing is 7 Tools of a Bandit. Again, this is just to protect us against stuff like Solemn Judgment or Mirror Force. It's just good, like, all-in-all thing to run. So we're running 1, 1, and then 3. I think that's not a bad ratio. And the last 3 cards we were playing is just some more Destruction and Fissure. I used to be on the Tribute to the Doomed bandwagon. With Fissure, I think I've grown to more appreciate it more, because yes, we are running Thunder Dragon, so it does help to run a card like Tribute to the Doomed. But with Fissure, you don't have to waste any cards, and I feel like you're already using a lot of resources with fusion monsters, which is kind of a shame. Also, a thing you could do with Faith is also bring back Monster Reborn after dumping a Skull or Red Eyes to the graveyard. So Faith works for that too. But yeah, going back to Fissure, you definitely want to, save your resources while you can, and you're not going to be worrying about strong level monsters anyway, because you are more than not playing strong monsters. So I like Fissure in this build. But yeah, this is my Black Skull Dragon deck. It's different from the build in my Critter build. Again, my Critter 101 video. And yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Again, it's not anything meta-defining, but I do think you want to play cards that have synergy together. And I think it synergizes pretty well. So let me know what you think about this deck or Critter format. Definitely check out my other videos if you haven't. And let me know what you would like to see for future weeks. Or check out my Patreon if you want to request a deck profile. And until I see you all next time, have a wonderful day.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba.